A battle over paintings with the Pentagon. Outrage as a New York City college tries to sell artwork made by terrorists at Guantanamo Bay. One of the artists suspected of having a hand in the 9/11 terror attacks, where dozens of John Jay College students were killed. The Department of Defense now demanding that 36 paintings be destroyed. Joining us now is New York City Councilman and City University of New York adjunct professor Joe Borelli. Joe, thanks for joining us this morning. Listen, this is an exhibit started in October, goes through the end of January of 2018. When you heard that this was happening, what was your initial reaction?
I'm appalled. I mean, as someone who teaches at a CUNY institution, as someone who teaches is proud of the fact they teach at a CUNY institution, I'm appalled. And frankly, I wouldn't feel comfortable teaching students at this school. Let's be clear. This is not put up because of its artistic value. These paintings are really just, some Bob Ross knockups. They're put up because they're a political statement. It's the university trying to say how they feel about a certain issue. And it's very wrong for a school that really seeks to educate law enforcement professionals.
A lot of law enforcement officials have attended this school. I mean, you look at the fact that there's 67 victims of 9/11, and they were students and faculty of that school. How are they supposed to feel? Their families supposed to feel about something like this?
Well, to be honest, I mean, I see this as spiking the football. We wouldn't have the Mandalay Bay put up poetry of Stephen Paddock. I mean, it would be seen as disgusting and offensive, just as this is. Like you said, there were 67 people who were students and faculty at this school who died on 9/11. This is a school which educates predominantly law enforcement career people. Our chief of our fire department, our police commissioner, were all notable alumni. And this is something that young people who study law enforcement want to go into, want to be a part of. And the fact that they have to come to school and feel offended because someone who may have had a hand in killing their predecessors and their neighbor and their friend and family would be displayed. The art would be displayed. It's appalling.
Displayed and potentially sold.
Right.
Which is the other crazy part of it.
And the notion that the school would be doing this for some sort of profit or to put money back in the schools is equally incredible to think at. Look, I grew up in this town. I knew people who died on 9/11. We still feel the effects. As an elected official, I'm still dedicating monuments. I'm still renaming streets to people who die from 9/11 illness. This is a very real thing for people in this part of the country. And to do this is just, it's offensive not only to their memory, but it's offensive to just the general decency of what a public education institution should be about.
I want to get your take on this before we let you go, because hundreds of people have now signed a petition that a John Jay professor actually started online. And let's go ahead and pull that up, and I'll read you an excerpt here from this and get your take. It says, quote, "Let them know that burning art is something done by fascist and terrorist regimes, but not by the American people." That's because, some people are saying this art should be burned, this should be destroyed.
Look, this is not people, these aren't people who have specious relationships to 9/11. These are people who literally had a hand in killing the alumni and former faculty members of this school. But let's not forget, this is just a series of greatest hits from CUNY. We had the professor who tweeted about teaching dead cops. We had Brooklyn College last week who wouldn't let police officers use their restroom. We had another professor who said that having a white family was white supremacy. This is unfortunately becoming par for the course for this otherwise great institution, this great public college here in New York City.
Do you think this petition has a chance?
I hope so, and I'll be the first to share it on my Twitter feed after we get off set, and I hope... I'm sorry,
no.
I won't be. I'll be doing the opposite.
Like, wait a second.
I'll be calling on people to not do it. We'll be on my website, josephborelli.com, doing a petition to get it removed. Good grief, thanks for correcting me.
I was like, hold on a second, Joe. That's not what you just said. All right, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Joe.
I really appreciate it.